good morning, guys. Have you ever heard of pop tennis? It is a sport close to 100 years old. It's been reinvented, though. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
It is a sport that has been around for more than 100 years, but now it is making a big comeback.
Mark Mester is live in Venice, where one man is on a mission to turn pop tennis into an Olympic sport. Sir Mark Mester, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday to everyone, and good morning from Venice Beach, where, yes, it is rather foggy, but a great morning to get involved in what is called pop tennis. You can hear it and you can see it. You can hear the pops, and if you look at the clothes, it's kind of poppy as well. I'm joined right now with Ken Linder, sort of the official spokesperson for pop tennis. Ken, good morning.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Ken, if people at home are watching, they just watched the French Open, what's the difference between tennis and what you call pop tennis?
Well, pop tennis is very much like tennis, except as you see, you serve underhand, and that way you get many more rallies going.
Okay, I've been playing tennis my whole life. I picked this up rather quickly. Do you expect most people to have the same experience with pop tennis? Is that why we do this?
Absolutely. The great thing about pop tennis, Mark, is the racket is close to your hand, the ball is deader, the court is smaller, the net is lower, so you're much more control of your environment, so you can pick it up immediately. Children 5 years old, seniors 95 years old, anybody can play the sport and pick it up and love it.
Speaking of who's playing the sport, these guys look like they've been doing it a few years.
Yes, these are all tennis players. Austin, who just served, is a four-time national pop tennis champion with his brother. That's Steven, and that's Austin, who is a tennis player as well, and Vahe. They've all been on the tour.
Okay, great. The cool thing, we're going to be out here all morning long, guys, learning everything we can about pop tennis. I'm going to jump in and play some points myself, but we ask you to stick around all morning long. We'll have much more on pop tennis, including the next hour. We'll get in some of the rules. We'll check out these rackets and a whole lot more. So stay with us. All the information up on your screen, too, if you'd like to learn more about pop tennis. But for now, guys, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
And Mark Mester.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We are checking out a new sport, well, kind of a reinvented sport. It's called pop tennis. We're checking it out live in Venice this morning. More when the KTLA 5 Morning News comes right back. Don't go anywhere.
It is the sport that has been around for more than 100 years, but now it's making a big comeback.
Our resident tennis player and all-around stud, Mark Mester, live in Venice to tell us all about pop tennis. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, guys, good morning. You know, I have never played pop or paddle tennis before. First time this morning. This is a lot of fun. I'm joined right now by one of the spokespersons. This is Ken Linder. Ken, big question as we start off this morning. What's the big difference between this and tennis?
Well, tennis, you have a long racket, and in pop tennis, you have the short racket, which is held very close to your hand so you can control the ball. The court is smaller, the net is lower, and the ball is deflated. As a result, you can get many rallies. It's fun, it's exhilarating, and unlike tennis, you don't spray the ball around. You can really enjoy yourself.
Kenny, you know what I love about this sport? Tennis normally is pretty expensive, but the equipment, the balls, it's rather cheap. Tell me about it.
Absolutely. Use one tennis ball and one racket, and you're out on the court. And then, with regard to the racket, it's cheap. The ball is inexpensive, so it's great for schools, it's great for playgrounds. It's just a wonderful sport for children to get involved with.
Well, you know, I'm having so much fun this morning. If someone wants to get involved with pop tennis, what's the best way for them to look up some information and get everything they need to know?
They can go to poptennis.com, and they'll see videos, they'll get information, and they'll see what a fun and truly exhilarating sport it is.
Okay, well, several things. We just put the information up on the screen. The best news, we still have 2 more hits. Coming up, I'm going to be hitting with a 9-year-old. This kid is pretty good. And guys, just so everyone at home knows, I don't think we've ruined this rally yet, and I don't want to jinx it just yet. So for now, I think I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Yeah, good morning, guys. We're checking out some pop tennis. It is a sport close to 100 years old, but it's being reinvented. We'll tell you about it when the morning news comes right back. Don't go anywhere.
Maybe you answered this before, but is this paddle tennis? Is it different?
You know, Frank, it's exactly paddle tennis. They've kind of reinvented it, given it a flashy name. I'm hitting right now with a 9-year-old, by the way. This is Avatar, just 9 years old, and as you can see, He is very, very good. We're going to finish up this rally right here so we can give you the details of the sport. Avatar, put it away, buddy. Here you go. Oh, there you go. All right, we'll let him keep hitting. This is Ken Lindner, sort of the official spokesperson for Pop Tennis. And we've been talking about the sport all morning long, but as we've been talking about with Avatar right there, this really is a sport for young kids.
Absolutely. Mark, I started playing when I was 7 years old, and of course, the court is smaller, the net is lower, the ball is deader, and the racket is close to my hand. I immediately could play. I had feelings of great high self-esteem, gave me confidence, and I just loved playing pop tennis. And then I transitioned into tennis through college.
So Frank was asking earlier, is there a big difference between paddle tennis and pop tennis, or is it just the name?
It's just the name because there was confusion with platform paddle tennis. So we wanted to make sure that everybody knew what our sport was. So we named it Pop Tennis, Pop Art, Pop Entertainment. And also the ball pops off the racket and the clothing pops. Everything about our sport pops.
You can definitely hear the popping, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about kids real quick, because aside from what you guys are doing to make sure that kids can play the sport, you also make the equipment really easy for kids not only to play with, but to afford.
Absolutely. You can have wooden rackets, you can have fiberglass rackets. All you need is one ball. It's inexpensive. You can put 3 pop tennis courts into 2 tennis courts. It's great for playgrounds. And one of our goals is to have pop tennis at every school and in playgrounds across the country.
So in a few years when we see pop tennis everywhere, we can say it all started right here.
Absolutely.
That's the way to do it. So is there an age that you'd recommend for kids to start?
I would say it's between 5 and 7. I mean, look at Avatar. He's 9, and he's a great tennis player, and he's a great pop tennis player.
All right, we put the information up on the screen in case anyone wants it. What's that website again in case anyone wants to visit
It's
the site?
www.poptennis.com.
Poptennis.com. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break at this point of the morning, but we're going to be back at 9:10 to play with some of the women that are here. We're also going to play with Avatar one more time, but for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Looks fun.
Yeah, Avatar
I want
is
to try it.
good. You see the top spin he puts on a
Yeah,
ball?
it's fantastic.
Wow.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Mark.
guys. Mark, it has been a sport that's been around for 100 years or so, but there's a little bit of a new spin, if you will.
Yeah, Mark Mester live in Venice with more on pop tennis. And
A microphone and a
you
racket.
look like you're good at this.
Oh, you know, I've been playing tennis a good part of my life, guys. Never really played this sport before, but man, is this fun. And if you hear that, can you hear that sound? That is why they call it pop tennis. You hear that pop right there? It's fun. We're playing here in Venice Beach this morning, and I'm gonna finish up my last shot right here. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna steal my buddy Austin here, and Ken and then my other friend are gonna take over. But this is Austin. He is actually a pro pop tennis player. So tell me, why quit tennis? Why do pop tennis?
Well, first of all, it's a little bit more fun, to be honest with you. I love tennis, don't get me wrong, played my whole life, but coming out here on a shorter court, points are a little bit more exciting. You know, it's easy to play a set in half an hour instead of tennis. It takes a little bit longer. You've got serves, you know, you've got to wait in between first and second serve, whereas you only got one serve here. So everything's a little bit quicker and more exciting. I think it's just kind of a really fun game for everyone to play.
All right, that's the male perspective. We're going to let you take Melinda's spot real quick. Melinda, let me bring you in here real quick. We're curious to know how women play this game. You've been playing tennis your whole life, too. Talk to me about the transition from tennis over to pop tennis.
Well, pretty much it's the identical stroke level, but the court is so small. It's 3/5 the size of a regular tennis court, and women can get out here and move much easier. Stay-at-home moms, if you've just finished your pregnancy, you've just had a baby, it's easy to...
Are you talking to Jess Holmes? Because you know she's pregnant, expecting.
Oh, yes, there you go. Well, I had twins about 13 years ago, so I know what it's like to try and get out here and get back in shape.
Well, talk to me about cardio, too, because you're obviously not moving around as much, but do you get the same workout?
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're hitting one-on-one singles, you're moving from side to side, up and back. I get incredible workouts with some of my ex-college tennis playing friends out here, too, but we love it. We love pop tennis.
All right, thanks so much. Let's put the information up on the screen in case anyone else wants to try pop tennis. All the information right there, poptennis.com. They also have some social media pages you can check out as well. And guys, I got to tell you, I haven't played ever before until this morning, and I think I'm going to have to come back out here to give it a try. So if you guys want to join me, I'll be here. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.